As the years go by, the human body naturally begins to lose muscle mass, a gradual process known as sarcopenia. If this decline is ignored, it can result in noticeable weakness, diminished stamina, and an inevitable shift in how your body looks and functions. But here's the encouraging truth. Muscle loss is not something you're powerless against. With the right training routine, you can slow it down dramatically, prevent it, and in many cases, even rebuild the strength you thought was gone. Today, I'm going to walk you through 6 essential exercises that can help you preserve strength, improve posture, and maintain firm, healthy muscle tone as you age. These movements are simple enough for beginners, yet highly effective for anyone wanting to stay functional, stable, and resilient. By practicing them consistently, you'll not only support your long-term mobility, but also prepare your body to handle the physical demands of everyday life. Make sure to stay with me until the end, because I'll also cover additional lifestyle habits that play a major role in stopping and even reversing sarcopenia. Let's begin with the 6th exercise on the list, the push-up. This classic movement is one of the most effective ways to build upper body strength. It targets the chest, shoulders, triceps, and the core simultaneously, muscles you rely on every single day for actions like pushing open doors, lifting items, getting up from the floor or a chair, and sustaining proper alignment throughout your day. Because push-ups require solid core engagement, they also support spinal stability and improve overall balance, which can help reduce your chances of falls and decrease back discomfort. If you're new to exercise or dealing with limited mobility, start with the most accessible version, the wall push-up. This variation protects your joints and takes pressure off the shoulders while still activating the necessary muscles. Stand facing a wall, place your palms on it at shoulder height, step your feet back slightly, and align your body in a straight line. Inhale deeply, then exhale as you bend your elbows and guide your chest toward the wall while keeping your posture firm and controlled. Once your strength improves, you can move on to an incline push-up. This involves placing your hands on a stable raised surface, like a sturdy table, countertop, or the back of a couch. Keep your body straight. Brace your core and lower yourself slowly, being careful not to arch your lower back or raise your hips too high. For those with moderate strength and mobility, the next progression is the knee push-up, performed on the floor. Position your hands at shoulder width, keep your knees on the ground, inhale as you lower your torso toward the floor, and exhale as you push back up with control. The most challenging version is the standard push-up done with your toes on the floor. This variation elevates muscle engagement significantly, especially in the upper body and core, requiring more stability and precision throughout the movement. No matter which level you choose, proper breathing patterns are essential. Inhale during the lowering phase and exhale as you press back up. To stay safe and get the maximum benefits, avoid letting your elbows flare out excessively, which can strain the shoulders. Always keep your core engaged to prevent your lower back from sagging, and avoid rushing through reps or doing incomplete movements, both of which reduce effectiveness. Also make sure you're spreading your weight evenly between both hands to lessen pressure on the wrists. Now moving to the 5th exercise, the row. While push-ups strengthen the muscles on the front side of your body, rows provide essential balance by targeting the back muscles, biceps, and rear shoulders. This balance development helps you maintain an upright posture, minimize back pain, and build the type of pulling strength needed for everyday tasks such as carrying bags, lifting objects, or pulling items toward you safely and efficiently. Rows are especially convenient because they can be performed easily at home. All you need is a pair of household items like filled water bottles, weighted backpacks, or anything with a bit of weight. Stand with your feet about shoulder width apart, hold your weights in both hands, bend your knees slightly, and hinge forward at your hips while keeping your spine neutral and your core firm. From this position, pull the weights upward toward your torso, bending your elbows and tucking them close to your ribcage. Move with slow, controlled motions so your back muscles fully engage. Pause briefly at the top of the movement before lowering the weights back down. Just like with push-ups, breathing correctly matters. Inhale as you lower the weights and exhale as you pull them up. This helps stabilize your body and enhances your control through each repetition. However, just like any other strength exercise, rows can become less effective if performed incorrectly, so it's essential to watch out for the most common mistakes. One of the biggest issues people run into is rounding the upper or lower back during the movement. This not only reduces the activation of the proper muscles, but can also create unnecessary strain or discomfort. To avoid this, consciously tighten your core, keep your spine neutral, and maintain a slightly lifted chest as you hinge forward. Another frequent mistake is relying on momentum, swinging the weights up instead of using controlled muscle strength. The goal is slow, deliberate movement. Every rep should feel intentional rather than rushed. Additionally, avoid shrugging your shoulders while pulling because this shifts the workload to the upper traps, decreasing how much your back muscles actually benefit from the exercise. When done correctly, rows perfectly complement push-ups by strengthening the back muscles that keep the body aligned and upright. This balanced development between the front and the back of your upper body helps prevent postural problems, reduces tension, and promotes healthier movement patterns. Adding rows to your routine builds endurance, lowers your risk of back pain, and enhances the stability you need for daily tasks like lifting, carrying, or even cleaning. Now that we've worked on the upper body, it's time to shift our attention to the core and lower back, areas that play a vital role in stability, coordination, and posture. One of the most valuable exercises for strengthening these regions is the dead bug. The dead bug stands out as one of the safest and most effective core-building movements, particularly for older adults or anyone who struggles with traditional ab exercises. Unlike common core workouts such as sit-ups or crunches, movements that often strain the neck and lower back, the dead bug keeps your spine in the neutral protected position from start to finish. This exercise activates the deep core muscles, including the transversus abdominis and rectus abdominis, while also engaging important stabilizing muscles around the hips and lower back. These muscles are essential for maintaining upright posture, improving balance, and increasing overall body coordination. To perform the dead bug properly, begin by lying on your back on a firm surface. Raise your legs so your knees form a 90-degree angle and extend your arms straight upward in line with your shoulders. Take a deep breath through your nose, and as you exhale through your mouth, tighten your core by gently pressing your lower back flat against the floor. This step is absolutely crucial. Keeping your lower back anchored ensures that the correct muscles are doing the work and protects your spine throughout the movement. Now, let's move to the third exercise, glute bridges. Glute bridges are incredibly effective for strengthening your glutes, hamstrings, and core, while also improving posture and enhancing lower body stability. One of the biggest advantages of this exercise is that it requires no equipment, which makes it easy to do anywhere, at home, at the gym, or even as part of a quick nighttime routine. They're also excellent for reducing lower back discomfort and making everyday movements like walking, bending, and climbing stairs feel more effortless. To perform a glute bridge the right way, start by lying flat on your back with your knees bent and your feet placed hip-width apart on the floor. Relax your arms by your sides with your palms facing down. Inhale, and as you exhale, press firmly through your heels to lift your hips upward. At the top of the movement, squeeze your glutes and engage your core so your body forms a straight diagonal line from your shoulders to your knees. Hold the position briefly before lowering your hips back down slowly and with control. If you want to increase the challenge, you can lift one leg off the ground while you bridge up, forcing each side of your body to work independently. Another option is to add weight by placing a dumbbell or similar object on your hips. For even greater range of motion, try hip thrusts by positioning your upper back on a bench or sturdy elevated surface. To get maximum benefit, avoid arching your lower back, move slowly, and always drive through your heels, not your toes. Glute bridges may look simple, but they deliver powerful results for building strength, improving stability, and reducing pain. Give them a try and notice how quickly you feel the difference. Now let's move on to the second exercise, squats. Many people mistakenly believe squats are bad for the knees and joints, but this idea is misleading. When done with proper form, squats actually strengthen the muscles that support your joints and help protect them over time. The real issue isn't that squats are harmful, it's that many people gradually lose the ability to squat comfortably due to inactivity, weak muscles, or mobility limitations. Squats are one of the most essential movements for older adults because they target the quadriceps, glutes, hamstrings, and core, muscles that directly impact balance, stability, and everyday independence. Strengthening these areas makes activities like rising from a chair, climbing stairs, bending down, and walking with confidence much easier. If you find squatting challenging or feel unsure about your form, the best place to start is with the sit-to-stand variation. This movement mimics the action of sitting down and getting back up, a basic function we rely on every single day. To perform this movement correctly, begin by selecting a sturdy, stable chair. Position your feet shoulder-width apart and keep your torso upright. Extend your arms straight out in front of you to help maintain balance. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, press both feet firmly into the floor while slowly rising to a standing position. Focus on engaging your leg muscles and tightening your core throughout the motion. When it's time to sit back down, inhale and lower yourself with control, avoiding the common mistake of dropping suddenly into the chair. This variant of the squat reinforces proper mechanics, protects the joints, and builds strength gradually, making it a perfect warm-up or beginner option. Ideally, start with 2 sets of 10 repetitions, and once your balance and strength improve, you can transition to the standard bodyweight squat. The technique for a full squat remains mostly the same, but this time you'll perform the movement without the support of a chair. Stand tall with your feet shoulder-width apart, extend your arms forward for stability, and take a deep breath. As you exhale, push your hips back and bend your knees, lowering your body as if you're about to sit down. Keep your weight centered on your heels, maintain a straight spine, and prevent your knees from pushing excessively past your toes. As you rise back up, squeeze your glutes and engage your core to maintain control. Aim for 2 sets of 10 reps, focusing on form rather than speed. For those who want additional challenge, squats can be intensified easily. Holding light dumbbells, using resistance bands, or increasing the depth of your squat all boost muscle activation. However, proper form must always come first. Avoid allowing your knees to drift too far forward, keep your heels firmly planted on the ground, and never round your back. Maintain a lifted chest, brace your core, and move deliberately to avoid injury and maximize strength gains. Finally, we've reached the first exercise on our list, the step-up. Step-ups are one of the most functional and useful exercises you can incorporate into your routine. This movement closely mimics real-life actions, such as climbing stairs, stepping onto a curb, or walking uphill. Step-ups effectively strengthen the quadriceps, glutes, hamstrings, and core, making them excellent for improving balance, coordination, and overall lower body endurance. Another major advantage is that step-ups are low impact and gentle on the joints, making them suitable for people of all ages and fitness levels. Whether your goal is stability, strength, or mobility, step-ups deserve a place in your workouts. To begin, locate a sturdy step, bench, or platform that reaches approximately knee height or slightly below. Stability is key, so ensure the surface is solid and non-slip to minimize the risk of accidents. Stand tall with your feet hip-width apart and your core engaged. Place one foot firmly on the step, ensuring your entire foot is planted and your knee tracks in line with your toes. Beyond building physical strength, it's equally important to maintain a strong mind-muscle connection. Exercises that involve coordination and controlled movement, such as Tai Chi, yoga, and Pilates, help preserve reaction speed, balance, and overall agility. Adding these kinds of activities into your routine keeps your brain engaged and supports long-term neuromuscular health. Another key principle to remember is progressive overload. Gradually increasing your weights, repetitions, or the complexity of your movements ensures your muscles continue adapting and growing over time. Supporting this program with cardiovascular exercise, such as walking, swimming, or cycling, boosts circulation, builds endurance, and enhances heart health. Incorporating regular stretching and mobility work helps keep your joints healthy, prevents stiffness, and maintains flexibility as you age. However, exercise alone isn't enough. Muscle repair and growth depend heavily on proper nutrition and adequate recovery. Consuming a diet rich in high-quality protein, like lean meats, eggs, dairy, legumes, and other whole foods, supplies your body with the amino acids needed to rebuild and strengthen muscle fibers. Important nutrients such as vitamin D, magnesium, and omega-3 fatty acids further support muscle recovery, joint function, and overall well-being. And we cannot overlook the role of sleep. Quality rest is essential because this is when your body repairs damaged tissues, strengthens the muscles you've trained, and balances the hormones responsible for growth and recovery. Without proper sleep, even the best workout routine cannot deliver optimal results. If you found this video useful, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss new content. Let's continue getting stronger, healthier, and more capable together. See you in the next video.